Support our hashtag creatives on Jess TV, hosted by Alan Greenstein. Our special guests are Elliot Lyles and Lex Wilson-Lyles, directors, writers, and producers. We will talk about filmmaking and musical scoring and how these two creatives began collaborating, taking advantage of their special skills. This is a recording of a live broadcast, so expect some imperfections during the show. There was some editing performed on the original recording. Enjoy the show.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. My name is Alan Greenstein. This is a Support a Hashtag Creatives podcast. Through my brand, we level the playing field for underrepresented creators and artists so that they have the same opportunities as everybody else to get their works created, distributed, and seen. I'm also on the board of directors of the Bella Levy Foundation. The goal of the Bella Levy Foundation is to fight human trafficking and create a safe space for its warriors. So, I'm so excited tonight to have as our guests Elliot Lyles and Lex Wilson-Lyles. Why don't you both introduce yourself briefly and we'll be on our way.
Perfect.
Ladies first.
Thank you for having us to be a part of this amazing platform. To start off the introductions, my name is Lex Wilson-Lyles. I'm the wife, blessed to be, the wife of Elliot Lyles here. And the things that I tend to do, I specialize in marketing and PR, but I'm also a sound engineer, producer, and fellow creative.
Okay, Elliot.
I can't even beat that introduction. My wife is amazing. Praise God, and praise God for this network. Elliot Lyles. I'm a writer, TV and film producer, content creator, and I'm learning how to get into the directing.
Oh wow, yes.
This one's teaching me.
Oh, good. Once again, working together and everything, it's gonna be great. For success, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, praise God.
Yeah. So basically, I met Elliot a few years ago when he was working on a particular film. I became part of the producer, whatever, and that's how we met. And then here years later, here we are together again, working on another project. So why don't you tell us about the older project called Rutland Manor, and where can this be seen if it can?
So Rutland Manor right now, it is streaming on the Reveal network. If you go on IMDb TV, it is on the Fossum network and it's on MyRay TV.
Oh wow!
Yeah, different platforms right now. Working on getting it on TV pretty soon. So yeah, God is moving the pieces, and we're just working hard on that one, getting that out, and just finished doing another.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, how did you decide on the distribution method to use for Rutland Manor? It looks like you've got it on a lot of different platforms.
Right. So luckily, my brother Howard Gibson, he's the owner of Level Studios. He's one of the producers on the project, and he and one of his partners, they were able to get it out a few places. They have a lot of relationships with different distribution platforms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, different people, they take different paths in terms of their distribution. Always interesting to see, why a particular path is chosen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, horrors and thrillers always sell pretty well. People like to get scared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. Lex, tell us a little bit about how you got started in the industry.
Absolutely. So I started off initially as a videographer for independent artists in Mobile, Alabama. I'd occasionally do, photography as well. And after my first trip to Atlanta, a couple publications had noticed my work and they were like, hey, would you like to start in, photography? So I was doing photography for a short period of time for, models based in Atlanta and, the southeastern region. And of course, my father on the musical side, he is a sound engineer and fellow creative as well. So I just kind of picked up, what he was putting down and started, having a bit of a blast, if you will, just with music. And that's pretty much my starting point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get the impression that music is your major area of interest. Is that true?
That is true. Yes, sir.
She's amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And yeah, so a little bit about music scoring.
Oh, yeah. So you definitely have to be in tune with the story to accurately score, a film. Music plays a pivotal point in how your audience feel when they're seeing a character, maybe in a moment of revelation, maybe in a moment of depression, melancholy, whatever you have to, right? So, with that being said, and I still got a ways to go. I'm learning each and every day, especially with these projects, of how to appropriately score music and the, essential elements that play a part in bringing out the emotion of what's being, what's on the picture. So, yeah, it's a science.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She learned
Oh, yes, Elliot, what do you have to say?
I said she learned it well. Now she's playing modest now. She's dark. I call her my female Kanye because she's in.
Ooh.
Like God bless their
Not
hands.
much. I'm learning.
God bless their hands. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you, Lex, do you typically deal in just scoring for like films and TV stuff like that, or do you do any other kind of music distribution besides that? Besides that.
Oh yeah, so Elliot had brought me aboard in the TV and film world where I'm getting my novice start in music scoring. External from that, I of course am an independent artist, so I distribute my music over 900 stores as I've gotten a distribution deal with my father,
Ooh.
Miss Tiffany Gaines, who got us into Ingrooves. So we were able to have more of an expansive store base, if you will, as opposed to other distribution companies such as CD Baby, DistroKid, and minus the hidden fees and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of In Grooves. Yeah. So, how did you find out about that?
Yeah, so we didn't know anything about it initially. We were distributing music through DistroKid and gradually learning about, distribution and the fundamentals of it. And, Miss Tiffany Gaines, who's an exceptional human being, such a sweetheart, and she's very driven toward, supporting the independent music community. She had reached out via email and was like, hey, you have potential, et cetera, et cetera. Your music is great. Could we, set up a call? And that's where
Ooh.
my mother and I, we took that initiative and had our, meeting with Tiffany, and the vibes were there. So we were able to, secure the in-grooves distribution through her.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I'd like to recognize Mr. June DeGiso, who has joined us in the audience tonight. He is a
Oh,
he is a filmmaker, and I've been executive producer of a whole bunch of his projects, as well as my wife Randy and I. We are also have the opportunity to actually appear in front of the camera in his projects.
Oh, nice.
wonderful.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Well,
June,
hold on, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Word up.
yeah, yeah, June is a big fan of the podcast, and he's always giving people opportunities.
All right,
So
cool.
once again, thanks June for joining.
Hey, thanks for coming
Thank
on board,
you.
bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Before we continue our discussion, we're going to stop for a brief message. We'll be right back. I'm Alan Greenstein, founder and producer at Support Our Hashtag Creatives. At Support Our Hashtag Creatives, I offer a number of services to support those developing a project. Check out the Services tab of my website at supportourcreatives.com. If you are interested, please use the Contact tab on my website or email me directly at alan@supportourcreatives.com. Okay, and we are back. And by the way, I'd like to thank those who are watching this program live, as well as those who are watching the replay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Both of you.
So, okay. So, Elliot, tell us about your new project called No Parking Zone. What was your motivation for making this? What's it about?
So, I guess you could say it's about a bunch of kids who find an alien in a parking garage. Our son is always trying to do stuff online, TikTok and everything, but at the time he was 12. So I was like, nah, I'll put something together for you guys, you and your friends, and we'll see what happens. We'll play around. And before we knew it, we ended up shooting this movie. A good friend of mine is on the VFX team for Superman and Spider-Man and Wolverine. And I told him about my alien, and he put it together. And I begged and begged and begged my wife to direct the movie. And then I spoke to my brother Howard. He is the creator of the Double Cross series that was #1 on All Black AMC for 5 years. So off the strength of that, Fox gave him a deal, a big deal. And then he came back to me and was like, yo, L, they like the project. Shoot it. Don't worry about nothing. Stop trying to talk to people. Stop trying to get investors. Just shoot the movie. You got all your equipment. Your wife knows how to do this. You can act. Get some people and pray. And pray. Pray hard. And we knocked it out. And it was a beautiful situation. People came together. We knocked out the film. And then even in 29 degrees, knocking it out. And like God had his hands over the entire movement. And I gotta say, this one again went from being my female Kanye to being my female Kanye. I forget Steven Spielberg's wife, but she did The Hurt Locker in one of my favorite films. She's on the cusp of it. She did her thing. Like I said, I got my start as an actor on The Wire and just did all the things, National Treasure and all other stuff. So I've been on sets where directors act like tyrants.
Oh,
this one here, it was like our son turned 13 while doing this film, and everybody had fun. It was cold, but everybody had fun. Everybody enjoyed working for Lex, and like it was hard for real. But besides the weather, we had the government shutdown. And we literally had to revamp the entire cast. So they had a celebrity cast already hooked onto this situation, and then nobody could fly anywhere. I was like, oh gosh. But where there's God, there's a way.
yes, indeed. Yeah. So, what's the storyline?
Well, I don't want to give all of that away just yet.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, in a nutshell, we got some kids, some 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds that take on an alien in a parking garage. But we won't have a trailer really quick. We'll be promoting the trailer. You'll be promoting the trailer. And yeah. It's gonna be good.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask about where in the life cycle is the is the film, and so yeah,
we're done. We finished filming. We are
in
production right now. Real quick.
Oh.
We're actually editing right now.
Okay, post-production, yes. Very good.
And then I'm gonna let her take the mic on that one.
Okay, yeah. Tell us about the post-production, Lex.
Thank you. Yeah. So again, I'm definitely learning a lot. As this will be my second film I've edited. Learning about color correction and the essentials of the workspace. You have Adobe Premiere, which I was really familiar with, and this time around I had to upgrade to DaVinci Resolve, which is an exceptional editing program. And all of the top dogs in editing are like DaVinci, and they swear by it, and I see why. There are so many AI integrated tools that make the processes easier just to get through, just approximate cutting, sound syncing, and all of the good stuff. And I'm definitely getting the editor's eye too as I would go through the clips and see what they call what clipping, right?
Yes.
Where the
Yeah.
talent
Oh
no
man.
look into the camera. I'm like, this is why the editors are so. It will be the
Kids.
perfect take. It will be the perfect take. Beautiful chef kiss, and you'll see the one child just into the camera. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, that happened. And then you'll have to cut around it and, make do with what you have. But it's really fun. And if anything, with the editing process, you're in their world a bit. You get to laugh, you get to feel what they're feeling. And I just couldn't be more proud of everyone involved, from the crew to the talent to this fella right here for crafting such an amazing story. It's a really fun process for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Did Diana said, Lex, you the director on this?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So you're the director and editing, which means that that doesn't happen all the time. That means you know what your vision is for the film.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I'm definitely I I see what the editors have to go through, and with Elliot's friend that specializes in visual effects, I definitely want to look out for him and make sure that he's able to have an easier process when sorting through the scenes and just color grading them. I don't trust my color grading expertise right now, and have everyone high yellows and reds and deep blacks,
She's not
so
that bad. She's
whatever.
not that bad.
I'm learning. But I just want to make sure that the team, for post, they have an easy going, experience with editing, so we can have a beautiful final product.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're at the stage right now. She's finishing up her part of the editing, and then my guy with the in the VFX team, he's taking over right now. He's finishing the building of the alien and placing it on all the plates.
Oh,
It's really coming together quite beautifully, like better than I imagined. And again, nothing happens without God. I'm just so happy that I'm praying, dude. We pray together. We pray with our kid, and I mean, it is what it is. Like it really is a lot of hard work putting together a film. Um, but when it comes together, it's glorious. All glory be up top, and you just really got to get it in with people that support you and that you want to support. Like such as the namesake of the show, support your creators. You know what I mean,
yes. I'm really excited about being a part of this project. Can't wait to see
absolutely.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So Lex, is this your first time directing and editing, or one or the other, or both?
So definitely my first time directing. I've edited for quite some time. I want to say this year will make 11 years of
Oh,
me.
wow.
I used to do like visual effects, but not as intricate as what our visual effects guy is doing now. Simple, decimating effects, ghost transportation effects, very simple things. Um,
Oh,
the editing, I'm quite familiar with. The directing, this is definitely my first time.
You're good.
well, so once again, another discipline that you are going to become very proficient in. So it's exciting when you get have a new, proficiencies. In my case, I've learned editing to some degree because of the podcast, because I
Nice.
always have to repurpose it after the live broadcast. So it's really nice to get new skills. Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, June had a question. Yes. Are there any music videos that you've made for any of this of your projects?
Yes. At the time where I was going under the production company ICD Productions, which I'll get Elliot to send you the link. I've done, I want to say, maybe 5 or 6 videos, music videos at that. And then I was working on making a miniature documentary for one local artist in Alabama at the time. So I have a little bit of a pre-existing catalog. Now, that was in 3 years into my editing at the time. So I've came a long way.
Well, that's a good thing to say that you come a long way. Yeah.
Oh
Great,
yeah,
great.
she's edited 2 films, and then also edited an entire television series for a retired NBA player.
Hmm. What's
Yep.
the name of the series?
It's called The Family Business with Junkyard Dog.
Oh, okay.
Jerome Junkyard Dog Williams. He played for he played for the Knicks, the Lakers, and the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, he for 10 seasons. Yeah, he's pretty dope. But he did an entire series. Bought his 15-year-old son a minor league basketball team. It was really fun just putting that series together. Yet again, another hurdles and just things that we had to do. I wrote a few things for the series, and then we had to shoot those things for the series. But it was beautiful. We got cameos from Tyree Taylor Burton, Anthony Edwards, Magic Johnson, all friends of Jerome's, and and then he drops his son in the mix and has his son asking other players like, what advice would you give to kids watching at home that want to be where you are? And then they break down all of these things, and it's like really cool. And in the interim of doing that, he's also teaching his son how to still be a kid, how to be a CEO. And he has a daughter that plays volleyball, a whole other sport that Jerome that's alien to him, but he still has to be a father. So it's a really deep series that we can't wait to come out. That's Jerome's in control of that. But I think a few episodes or a few clips have come on Players TV so far. So it's in the works of getting on other platforms.
Ah, okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. You should uh we June has a yearly gala called the World Music Independent Film Festival, and you should reach out to him through the website. Maybe some of your works can be featured there next year.
I will have to check that out. And it's World Independent.
Yeah. World Music Independent Film Festival, WMIFF.
Wait, how about they text it to me?
Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. I hope you guys could pass that on. Let's see. Okay, so tell us, Elliot, about your company called No Lane Productions.
Yes, No Lane Productions. It is a company. We run it, a family-owned situation, and yeah, we are doing TV, film, music videos for artists. My wife is doing music production for the artists under her and her father's label. Yeah, we're all in-house situation. You want to make a movie? Holla at me.
Yeah.
What series? Holla at me.
Okay. So when was it founded? The company?
2019. Yeah, 2019.
Yeah. Wow.
Right before COVID started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That they never. It always has to be mentioned somehow. The COVID, that had a big effect on everybody.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was like started the company 3 weeks later, the whole world shut down, and then as it started coming up, still couldn't do any ensemble anything. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? Make a movie with one person? So it was hard. And then when everything started bouncing back, then you had the writer's strike. I'm a writer.
Yeah. Right.
You had the SAG strike. I'm union. So it was like couldn't do anything. And then I just started writing more stuff. Because this one here,
Yeah.
I don't know, she kept on yelling in my ear until I started believing more in myself. And you'd be surprised what you got when you have somebody supporting you, just patting you on the back and telling you, yo, you still got another step. You still got 2 more steps. So that's what this one does for me. And then, of course, we look at our kid and we're like, he has to see the win. And God gives us all this talent to do something, to share it with the world. So, I mean, what else we gonna do? But yeah, no, it's a family situation and we just want to be creative. And knowing this one, we're gonna be hooking up tours.
Yeah. Well, it's so nice that your whole family is involved in the business.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you got to keep these kids off the streets. I feel like that's the one thing that's they're looking for something to do. So give them something to do. You don't want them running around doing anything bad. Give them something to do. So you wanna go viral. You wanna be on TV. You wanna do a movie or something. Yeah, I bet. Keep your nose clean. And if I ain't got a part for you already, I'll make one for you. We're just in the plans of doing bigger and better things and bringing it to the DMV.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So I guess it does. Does he enjoy acting?
Oh yeah. I think this project has brought out his inner comedian. So we're now seeing, a bit of his personality and his passions as, we've completed this project.
Oh yeah.
He loves it. He loves playing around with the lines and it's like, what if I do it this way? Maybe if I'm serious.
Oh yeah.
And when we give him instruction, he's a funny kid, so he's taken a liking to acting for sure.
It's going from math to basketball to now acting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So
he's real good. He's huge though. He just turned 13. I'm 6'2". My son is almost 6'3".
Wow.
It's insane. That's 13 shoe. I'm like, I need to figure out what's in the water at your school, at all the schools you went to, because something's going on. I swear.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Amazing. So it's just a great family. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna stop for another brief commercial, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm Alan Greenstein, founder and producer at Support Our Hashtag Creatives. If you make something, albeit make a movie, start a business, write a book, make a physical product, run a nonprofit, promote people, are a songwriter, etc. You too are a creative, and I would love to have you be a guest on the Support Our Hashtag Creatives podcast. If you want to be featured on this podcast, please use the contact tab on my website at supportourcreatives.com or email me directly at alan@supportourcreatives.com. Okay, we're back.
Hey.
Okay. Yes, well, I know we'd be back, but I was like saying that. Yeah. So, so Lex, tell us about King Entertainment.
Yes, so King Entertainment is a record label, an indie record label based in Mobile, Alabama, founded by my father and I, Reuben King, in September 2018. With his extensive history in music, he wanted to take it a step further and build a label that support artists, but also it will be a foundational learning curve for us, considering at the time we were just merely creative. We never really thought about the business side of things. And so we just wanted to build a artist. So that was the start of it. For me, my history in music started from music theater. And I was more of the parodist, if you will. I didn't really take rapping as serious. I did, parodies. And of course, my inspirations was Weird Al. And then you had Duckies of Awesome, which was my favorite YouTube channel at the time. I always look forward to the parodies. So that's where my musical interest has started. And after a couple, left pages all around the house, my father did pick up a piece of paper. He's like, "You write music?" I'm like, "It's a parody, but yeah." And he was like, "This is great. We can do something here." And that's when we come to the agreement of making our own label. And I was the first artist signed in that label. So went from being the first artist and, depending on sound engineers and producers to sound engineering myself and producing my own instrumentals, which it was pretty rocky because I'm self-taught. And, I didn't really like referring to YouTube tutorials. I'm one of those hands-on experimental types. So that's how I've come to gradually learn about the quality, quantizing beats, sound engineering, how to not have like five dubs for a verse where it sounds like a choir rapping. So trial and error definitely came through, me learning how to create music, but it was definitely well worth it. I've learned a lot throughout through the way, excuse me. And now we have in the roster, I believe we have 10 hip hop and R&B artists that we're currently, helping out and just marketing their music the best we can. And yeah.
Yeah, that was a great explanation about King Entertainment. Yeah. Yeah. So, Lex, how long have you been working? Well, you started working as with musical score with No Lane Productions, right?
Yes.
So okay, yeah. Is King Entertainment still doing business in a sense for other activities that you mentioned, the other musical activities?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because that's one important thing. The way you started working together, musical score, filmmaking, the great combination there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a perfect balance.
Yeah. So, okay. I was wondering, do you have any preferred subject matter for your intellectual property, or will you tackle any kind of subject matter or any kind of genre?
Oh, for me, I love to experiment with new sounds and any subject matter. With subject matter, actually, I kind of channel in. I've realized that my most creative pieces come from a sense of like not anger, but more so, just being comical, right? And being comical toward those who've given me a hard time in life, right? In school, yonder ago, I didn't really have it the easiest. We have those little traumas where we go to school, people are picking on us, and you wonder if you're doing something wrong. Each and every day I went to school or wherever, and I just felt as if being alive was wrong, because people would make comments towards me, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing? But then I came to a point of revelation later on in my later childhood, teenage years, where it's like, I'm not doing anything wrong other than at all, so I channeled into converting those negative thoughts into positives, but making those negative thoughts more into jokes, and of course transcribing that into music, building the instrumental behind it and just laughing at it, right? Now, when some of those people found out I was, distributing music and they gave it a listen, the shoe did fit. So it was more of like, why is she rapping over orchestra? And then they hear the contents of the lyric and they're like, wait, is she talking about me? I'm not a bass head. What? So, I tackle every genre. I do house, I do orchestra, which you'll hear in a couple of my pieces. I have the rendition of Take Your Time, 48 Bars, Alone,
And then the one that really got them, got their gears grinded was the STFU. And that was pretty orchestral, it's fun, comical. So yeah.
Very.
Hey, anything I love, I enjoy, I'm up to experimenting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Elliot, what about you in terms of your do you have any preference?
Yeah, so me, honestly, I write a lot about a lot of different things, horror, drama. I'm dabbling in comedies because of her. I mean, I'm just a witty dude anyway. Brooklyn in the house all day. I'm only gonna come with a punchline here and there, but I feel like the only boundaries that I won't cross, or I won't do anything like molestation. I won't do anything child abuse. I definitely won't speak out against God like ever. And I try to stay away from too. I mean, nowadays the thin line between sex sells and just straight raunchiness. So I try to make everything the human element and let things be natural, not forced. As far as shock value is concerned, the only shocking thing that I know of right now is Donald Trump. Other than that, there's really I just won't do those things. I won't write about children or harming children, and I won't degrade our Lord. And as a matter of fact, even my bad guys pray.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So, what's next for both of you?
Okay. My wife is setting up some tours for some of her artists. One of the actors in our film is a federal judge, so he has a project that he wants to do a court project, kind of like People's Court, and then he wrote a book that's doing really well, and I just wrote the book into a screenplay. So we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. But we're looking, So if anybody's got something cool, something funded, what I'm saying, we down to knock it out. Yeah, we're always open for something. Other films, other TV series, musical tours, a podcast, and I don't know. There's a little birdie in my head talking about make a sound stage out here, make a sound stage out here. Just film a whole bunch of stuff out here. You got this situation with Fox right now because your brother film, shoot. Make an LED room and just keep doing stuff. So that's where we are. Like we're just trying to do big stuff. And we're feeling the moment. At the end of the day, we ended up getting a lot of support on this film just in the area. One of the product placement shoots that we did was at a Japanese restaurant called Koi Sushi, and out of that, I'm writing a reality show for kids getting immersed in Japanese culture and learning how to roll sushi and learning to speak Japanese, a whole bunch of stuff. So we've taken over a restaurant. We also work with Paradise Card Breaks, which is out in Baltimore. Really cool people. The whole team over there is really cool. Shout out to them. And if you're into like sports cards, sports memorabilia, Paradise Card Breaks is like, I'm gonna say 5 minutes up the street from the Baltimore Harbor, and trust me, it's a beautiful spot.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, so each of you, can you give a little bit of advice to those who want to, for people who are interested in doing the kind of work?
Minister?
Are you there? Are you stuck?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You there?
Stop for a second. Okay. My advice, um, my advice, getting up in the morning, regardless of this or anything else, getting up and praying and saying thank you for giving me another day and thank you for giving my family another day. That's first. Second, getting into this crazy world of entertainment. Have a Bonnie. Get you a Bonnie, or get you a partner in crime. Because every now and then this does get hard. There's a lot of there was a book that I read when I first started acting, called "Go Out and Get Your Thousand No's." When you're creating and wanting to get your idea out, you're gonna go out and get your million no's, and then it's gonna turn into a situation where you got to ask yourself, what you gonna do? You gonna stop, or are you going to do it yourself? And it turned into a situation where my wife and I was like, you know what? We do it ourselves. And we got the love of our building, we got the love of our block. And like, again, me being a New Yorker, I'm just like, you always gotta have the love of your block first. So we did that. From Gaithersburg, it took us to Baltimore. I had people come down, had my family come down from New York, and they shot, and yeah, it was beautiful. We had Robert from Day 26, he's in the film, and Antoinette Green from The Wire, We Own the City, she's in the film. Um, Monique Sneed, she's in the film. She's the owner of Milk and Honey and Lacage. So we had some familiar faces in this project, and cool kids, awesome director, beautiful, awesome director that I love very much. And yeah, yeah, it's just it was a blessing.
Oh, all right. And I do have two pieces of advice. The first one is, with the circumstances of the world, we see that there is a lot of things that could easily bring us down. Convert the negative into something positive as a creative. We have that luxury where we can convert that energy that's just piled up in us, where we just want to buy humbug, and we can put it into a script. We can put it into a poem, a sonnet, anything, and it will be one of the awesomest pieces. I know I've taken that, that advice myself, and I've come up with several songs. I've come up with several comedic monologues, and all of which came from not doing something impulsive, right? Emotionally impulsive, but converting that energy into something creative. So that's definitely the first piece of advice. The second piece is just remaining optimistic and also compassionate towards other creatives as well. As we all know, the journey isn't easy. As Elliot said, there is a lot of rejection in our industry, entertainment all around, because there are so many people with different preferences. When it goes into marketing, you learn about market segmentation. And it can be a real downer to know that you cannot cater to everyone because not everyone shares the same lifestyle. They don't share the same interests. So they're going to feel some type of way, regardless of if you have an exceptional play or if you created exceptional films and TV. They're going to feel like, but there's a but. Like, I don't like it. So when it comes to other creatives, we need to separate ourselves from that market segmentation and show love. Show love. Just, hey, I love how you completed this project and how you got it on this screen or you've gotten it on this platform, because that's a huge step, is completion. So yeah, just remaining optimistic and being compassionate towards other creatives is a must. It's a must in this time.
And just to piggyback off of what my babe said, know who you are when you're doing this stuff. And your story is your story. No one's gonna be able to tell it better than you. As my wife said with her music, when I'm writing the script, especially if I'm angry about a certain situation, I don't know, anger just fuels it. Trauma fuels a lot of the things that you do. One of the, I guess, positives and negative, I wrote my first 3 horror films after witnessing a robbery homicide in DC that gave me the worst nightmares, and it was bad, and I ended up in therapy, and I just learned how to turn my nightmares into Rutland Manor, The Follower, a whole lot of different things that we're going to be doing. It's not about the things that you do. It's not about the things that happen to you, but you lean on God, give it to God. He'll give it back to you with creativity. And you ain't got to turn around and you'll have opposition that'll come at you all the time. It's important to not react negatively, but do it with something else. Like someone made you so mad you feel like you got to do something to them. Get creative, put it down on the script, and hurt them 1,000,000 times in your script, and save yourself the other stuff that comes along with it if you act it out. You know what I mean? Just learn how to do something crazy, creative and positive with the things that. I mean, look at my wife. Look at Eminem. Two really good examples of people using their anguish to get over the hill to win.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Let's see. How can people get in touch with you? What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
You can follow on Instagram nl.productions LLC, and yeah, just hit us up. And then Lex Spear on Instagram, on IG, and yeah, tap in, say what's up. We want to work with good people. We want to work with good, saved people. Please believe in the Lord if you want to come talk to us. That's just the way it is. We're filtering. We don't work with God.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for that. And June says that it was wonderful listening to both of you.
Hey, definitely, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. And Alan, again, thank you for even having us. This is such an amazing opportunity to be on your platform.
Cool. Is June local?
Oh yeah, he's Virginia. Yeah, he's local.
Oh, okay. Even better. All right, bro. Yeah, tap in. NL.Productions LLC on Instagram. Let's talk for real. And thank you so much for watching, and anybody else who was watching too. I hope you didn't talk too much. I hope I didn't talk too much. She didn't talk enough.
It was great having both of you on, and as I said, we learned a lot about you, and you provided some great nuggets of advice. Right? So
it was cool to be here again.
Yeah. So once again, I'd like to thank Elliot and Lex for being on. A reminder that this episode will be repurposed and will be also seen on platforms such as Spotify, as well as Jess TV, a Canadian platform, JESS TV. So so it's great to be able to be on all the different platforms. So once again, thank you for being on, and for all the people who were watched. So with that, I'm going to say
thank you, guys.
Oh yeah.
Good night. God bless.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Yeah. So say good night, everyone. Bye.